Right, welcome back. This is going to be a collection update for September and August. Um, I finally got the what should be last two bookcases. So the stacks that I think I panned over briefly in the past video should be getting put up in the next couple days, and I'll run through them games. But yeah, since then, obviously, releases, they never stop coming out. And there's always something that you'll find. So thought I'd go through things that I picked up in the past month, 2 months. Picked up Star Wars Outlaws. That released, I think, to the end of August, I think that came out. Opted for the gold edition, as it came with the opportunity to play it early by a few days, I believe, along with the season pass. I've not actually finished it. I think it's a good game. It's not a great game. I think I'll be chipping away at it for many months, but hopefully the Assassin's Creed game that's coming out later this year will be a little bit better from Ubisoft. I think I think this was the team that made the Division games, so this being a full-fledged single-player game, there was a few things that could have been ironed out, and I think a patch went live yesterday to try and fix some of the false staff sections, as they are at times very brutal and punishing. So hopefully they can keep improving on the game. But yeah, early impressions, it's all right. I wouldn't suggest anybody to run out and buy it this very second. It's not good enough for that kind of recommendation. But yeah, maybe wait on a sale. This is Warhammer Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin. Frontier have been killing it with little titles here and there, I think, because they did the F1 manager games as well. And this is a more standard RTS, what you would kind of expect a Warhammer name to be tied to. And played the opening hour, I believe, 2 hours maybe. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a much bigger fan of 40k, and funnily enough, Space Marine did release Space Marine 2, that is, and it's phenomenal. It's my game of the year. Was also very greedy with that because none of the physical editions allowed for early access on Xbox, so I had to opt for digital, unfortunately. So you won't see that in this stack, but I've played it and finished it, so I guess that's a spoiler. But back to this. I've never been as big of a fan of fantasy or they did the redo with Age of Sigmar. Much just prefer the 40k setting, so something that I'll work through over the coming year. But yeah, definitely would prefer that to be a Space Marine 2 physical. Doom 64. So with limited run supporting more and more Xbox games, they did it early on, quite a few years back, I think now, where Doom 64, there's a bunch of like Double Fine games that I need to grab. This popped up on Amazon at an okay price, and as it's on the list to get, I thought, yeah, why not? So, never played Doom 64. I think I've done both the newer ones. I never played Doom 3. I did finish the original Doom, or what I assume is the original Doom, on digital when that got added to Xbox in the past few years. So we'll need to get on to this one, as I think this is the next one. And then Doom 2, or maybe Doom 2 comes before this, I'm not sure. Clash. A very I've not played this at all. This was just it was on deep sale, and Amazon does the thing where it tends to say like, oh, there's only like 11 units left, for instance, and no more's coming on the way, and that's when I kind of think, do you risk it? Do you risk that another seller won't come in and try and keep prices normalized, or will they try and like use it as an opportunity to bump it up even more? But a very weird art style. I'm not sure if it's gonna come through too well in the video, but I remember seeing it initially and it looked very weird and unique. So I'm interested to see what's going on there. I'm not even entirely sure what genre it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be kind of like Evil West or something like that, but I'm interested to see what happens. This, I'm so happy to get this finally. I don't know why I left it so long, but Deus Ex is one of my favorite franchises ever, and this popped up on sale. I'm gonna see if I can slide it out of its thing because I'm obviously having to hold the phone, but it has an incredible steelbook, really incredible steelbook. Just have to bite the cardboard. But yeah, look at that art, it's incredible. Absolutely love it. Obviously the triangle on the back as well. Yeah, really happy to have it in the collection. Still not sure why I waited so long on it. It was fairly cheap in the end. By the time obviously I got round to it. Not many people are interested in the series, it would appear, anymore. And that's kind of sad. Was hoping to get an ending to his story arc. I feel like they were onto something really, really cool and interesting, but I don't know if we're ever going to see the conclusion to Jensen's story. But yeah, one that I think I've finished it 3 times in total. Once on just, you know, rolling with the punches if I get seen and stuff, you know, react accordingly. The other one was, because it has multiple endings, the other one was for doing a different ending, and then my most recent playthrough, which I think was last year, was an entire ghost playthrough, don't be spotted, don't kill anybody, and playing on the hardest difficulty. So, yeah, cannot express how much I love the series. Oh, Dustborn. Oh, Dustborn. It didn't land well with people. I'm still not. Hopefully, there we go. Have that focus. I'm still not even sure what the thought process for this game was, if I'm being 100% honest. If we're being, you know, giving an opinion where you try and at least give it a chance, I've heard that some of the reviews were saying it has a dreadful opening, and then you have that mini game that people have made fun of and stuff, where it's comically bad. Supposedly the writing gets a little bit better towards the end and ties things up, but I don't know, like I'm really big into music and stuff in games, so that's what looked most interesting to me in the release trailers and stuff, and the upcoming trailers, and when it was shown at the showcases and stuff. It was like, okay, this could be interesting. But yeah, I played, I wouldn't even say the opening hour, it was like the opening section, and that opening writing is just dreadful. Like it just wasn't for me. And it was one of them things where I'd heard that it was a little bit rough, and looked on Amazon to see if it had a physical. It was already deducted in price, and then on top of that, it had sold very poorly and they weren't looking to restock it by the looks of it. So who knows, maybe that can be something that is going to be really rare because nobody cared about it. And then the final thing isn't actually a game, it's the continuation of the Persona 5 manga. It was meant to release mid-August and it ended up getting pushed back a little bit, but finally arrived. I finished off Persona 3's manga this year, and I'm working through Persona 4. And the full process is I'm going to try and do the mainline mangas and then go through and watch all of like the animations starting from 3. So go like 3, 4, 5 for the mangas and then go back to 3 for the animations, just to spice things up and try things out. Hopefully by the time I finish, I don't know, because I think I'm 3 into the Persona 4 manga. Hopefully at least by halfway point, maybe a little bit more, I'll have the limited run Persona 3 and Persona 4 arrive, the collector's edition things that they released. But yeah, still waiting on them. And I'm thinking of I might do a little brief video showing the before and the after of the Persona collection with them in it, because it's still a fairly like sizable collection at the moment. So that might be a video that I do in the future. But yeah, I'm just waffling on now. So they were the pickups of, I'd say, the past month and a half. And I'm going to try and do this each month so that they don't just get put on the shelf and then forgotten about. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.